going on, y'all? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. Headed over to the office of the place that I live at right now. Apparently I have a package here, and I think I know what it is. I'm pretty excited. Obviously snowing right now, so I'm gonna go get this package, and I'll meet y'all back at my place. Whew, Jesus Christ. Man, it is cold out there, y'all. I was actually gonna go do this unboxing somewhere a little bit more interesting than in my apartment, but unfortunately, as y'all can tell outside, it's really cold and it's snowing. All right, so if you guys haven't read the description or you don't already know what's going on, I'm just gonna explain it to you real quick. So I'm subscribed to BassBaitsMonthly, which is just kind of your average monthly tackle box subscription box. Similar to like any of your Monster Bass boxes or Lucky Tackle Box or Mystery Tackle Box, whatever you guys are subscribed to, it's just another one of those subscription companies. What I think sets BassBaitsMonthly apart and why I like this company a little bit better than any of the other ones that I've tried, because I've pretty much tried them all at this point. But I like BassBaitsMonthly because they don't seem to send you any of that useless garbage. My main problem with a lot of these subscription boxes is that they just fill it up with like random lures. It's just like stuff you would never use. But I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. You get these boxes and they send you a few really good things, but then they also send you some weird stuff that you're like, what is this? Why did I spend money on this? Is this really worth my money? And that's where I feel like BassBaitsMonthly differs a little bit. They don't actually work with any companies as far as I know. And that's kind of why I chose BassBaitsMonthly to continue to be subscribed to as opposed to a lot of these other boxes. Now don't get me wrong, you can get a lot of really good lures in those boxes, and I'm sure I've gotten a bunch that I really like, but I also know that I've gotten a lot that I really don't. But BassBaitsMonthly, these guys are a smaller company, so they don't actually have any like sub-companies or anything like that they work with. And the guys who run the box are fishermen, so like, you know, obviously they're not gonna wanna spend money on lures that they don't think are gonna work. And all the lures that they put in the boxes, they also have people individually test. So it's not like you're just gonna be getting a bunch of lures that they say catch fish, but they don't actually catch fish. Like these were all tested, they're all tried and true, and people catch fish on them. And in my experience, I haven't really gotten anything where I was like, when am I gonna throw this? I've gotten some really interesting lures out of these boxes. A few of them that I've never heard of before, and that I've definitely never tried before. And I found a few that I really like and have actually put into my tackle box and are now a full part of my arsenal. But I'm sure you guys don't want to see me stand in front of the camera and talk about the box. You guys want to see what's inside of it, so we're gonna get to unboxing. Alright, first up out of the box, you always get one of these cards. They usually have some sort of a knot on there. This one is the clinch knot. These aren't super helpful if you know how to tie knots, you have a favorite knot or anything, but if for some reason you're still learning or just trying to get into fishing, this is a really good way to learn a few things. And then on the back, it's just got some information. Just follow them on Instagram. There's their Instagram in case you guys want to follow it. Also, if you guys want to try the boxes out for yourself, you can use that promo code right there, promo20, and save yourself some money on your first box. And if y'all end up picking up one of these boxes and you like the baits, you want to take a picture of your box, or maybe you took them out and caught some fish on it, you want to take a picture of the fish that you caught with one of the lures in the boxes, you can send them a little picture over on their Instagram and they'll put it up on their Instagram or on their story or something. Next up out of the box, we got 2 stickers. Usually you get 1 or 2 stickers with your boxes. This one came with a BassBaitsMonthly sticker, your standard average BBM sticker. I really like that logo. I think they did a fantastic job with it. Also, they added a Champion Jig sticker. So just a simple little Champion Jigs with their logo. Looks pretty sweet, looks pretty nice. I guess their tagline is no exaggeration needed. And I would think, yep, yeah, we have a jig in there for sure from Champion Jig. So we'll get to that in a second. All right, maybe we'll put that right there. Yeah, I like that. Right there, on the kayak. All right, now to actually get into the baits in the box. First up, we got a Z-Man plastic. These are their TRD ticklers. They're just kind of like your standard average Ned bait, but it's just got some little flanges on the end. I don't really know. As I'm sure you guys know, these are made out of Laz-Tex, so A, don't put them with any of your other plastics or they'll all melt together, which is just great. But B, you can notice they're super stretchy, so they're going to be super durable. You're going to be able to catch a ton of fish on these. And this color is called Hot Snakes, so it's just kind of like a green pumpkin with like a, I don't know, maybe a watermelon on the bottom or like a chartreuse pepper or something. I'm not really sure. Kind of an interesting looking color though. I don't really throw a Ned rig a whole bunch, but it's definitely one of the things that I want to work on this coming spring, so I'm definitely gonna have to put some more work in on these. Alright, next up out of the box, the second pack of soft plastics looks like another pack of Ned worms. These are the 3-inch Ned worms by RoboWorm. This is in their hologram shad color. Again, just a super sweet looking color. RoboWorm is super well known for their fantastic color selection, so I don't really expect anything less from this. So these aren't made out of the Elastec material, so they're not inherently buoyant or really durable or anything, but I'm sure these should still get bit. And I really like the color of that. It's like perfectly clear on top and then white bottom with a little bit of gray in the middle, a whole bunch of flake, and that looks good. Next up, still kicking with that Ned rig vibe, we got a 2-pack of the Z-Man Shrooms Micro Finesse Jigs. So you guys have actually probably seen a video of these on my channel before. If not, I'll leave that link down in the description for y'all. These are essentially just some little tiny micro jigs, so 3/16 ounce, so less than 1/4 of an ounce. Should be a pretty good all-around size for pond fishing or maybe some not so deep lake fishing. I don't really know. This color is called Pond Scum. It's actually a sweet looking color. It's kind of like a natural bluegill color. Got some green pumpkin, some orange, some blue, a little bit of black in there. Those look good. Again, I'm not really much of a Ned rig fisherman, but we're gonna have to try and put these to work in the spring, see if we can make something happen on them. All right, now to the meat and potatoes, stuff that I really want to talk about. So first up, we got something from Yozuri. This is part of their hardcore line. This is their Flash and Vibe. Apparently this is a new bait. Man, look at that thing. So first up, obviously it's like a crawfish color. Actually, what is the name of this color? Crawfish, yep. It's a crawfish color. Anyway, it's just like a red with like a little bit of a green back. This thing's really interesting looking. Supposedly it's a 3/4 of an ounce, which is super heavy for a 65 size lipless crankbait. It also seems like it's got a little bit of a fatter head. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like a little bit beefier of a profile as opposed to like a lot of those lipless crankbaits that are super slim. Supposedly they designed this so that it'll sit on essentially like this on the bottom. Ooh. Like that on the bottom. Oh, hang on. There we go, like that on the bottom. Oh, okay, well, you guys get the point. It's supposed to kind of sit with the nose kind of on the bottom, kind of upright, so it looks kind of like a, I guess a crawfish on the bottom. That's not really going to be super helpful if you're just chucking and winding these things, but if you're ripping them up off the bottom or popping them or anything like that, that's definitely going to be really helpful so these hooks don't get snagged in the bottom as much. They also designed the head of this so it's a little bit more squared off than a normal lipless. As y'all can probably tell, it's pretty square as opposed to a normal lip. Hang on, you know what? Alright, so I just went and grabbed another little lipless crankbait. This is a Booyah one knocker in case you guys were wondering. And I'm just gonna hold these up next to each other. Y'all can probably see this one's got a little bit more of a pointed nose and a little bit thinner profile. This one's a little bit fatter and has that flattened wedge-shaped nose, I guess you'd call it. And supposedly that design is supposed to keep it from getting as hung up in some cover, so you can fish this a little bit more effectively in rock and wood and wherever you wouldn't normally want to fish a lipless crankbait. I don't really throw red lipless crankbaits all that much, but I've heard that they work super well, and I guess we're just gonna have to give it a shot, right? Alright, 3 more baits in the box, 3 more baits. Ooh, this thing looks dope! So this is a blade bait from Jackal Fishing. It's called their Keyburn. This is in the 1/2 ounce size. If you guys don't know what a blade bait is, it's essentially just like a really thin lipless crankbait. Hang on, you know what? I'll take this out. So yeah, it's got a similar profile to like a spoon or a lipless crankbait or something like that, but it's super thin and it's made entirely out of metal. And so what that's supposed to do is it's going to give it a really tight shimmy, as opposed to a lipless that kind of just shimmies out, or you see like those crankbaits with the bills on them where they kind of go all over like that. This color is called HM Durashad, I think, or Darashad. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just kind of like a shad color, a little bit of a darker back, a little bit of a green chartreuse belly on there. Looks pretty sweet. Again, this is a 1/2 ounce. I don't really throw a ton of blade baits, but I do like throwing them. I'm just a little bit scared of getting them hung up. A lot of the time, I like to rip these up off the bottom, similar to what I would do a lipless crankbait. but I kind of like to fish these a little bit more around hard cover as opposed to like grass or whatever, what you would normally fish a lipless around. And I find that I get these hung up a little bit more and I can't really get them back. But regardless, we're gonna have to throw this thing around in the spring and see what it's made of. All right, 2 more things in the box. We got a Berkley Dredger 14.5. So this is a deep diving crankbait. It's just in kind of like a shad color. I think this is honey shad is the color. Yeah, honey shad is the color. This is a deep diving crankbait, dives 12 to 15 feet. Pretty sweet looking little crankbait. I don't really throw a ton of the Berkley stuff. I throw their soft plastics a fair bit, but I don't really throw any of their hard baits all that much. Although, fun fact, my first ever Colorado bass was caught on a Berkley, I think it's a war pig, whatever their little lipless crankbait is. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is this thing looks freaking sick. So apparently it's got like a nice little rattle on it. Oh yeah. I'm sure you guys can't really hear that all that well, but it's got a nice little rattle on it. Not super loud, which I like. I like those a little bit more subtle rattles, a little bit more natural. Work a little bit better for our pressured waters out here. And I mean, you guys know how much I like to throw crankbaits, so this is definitely gonna get some use in the spring. And last up in the box, we have a jig from Champion Jigs. This is, I guess, their finesse jig. It's a 3/8 ounce. I have no idea what the color is. I'm just gonna call it like a natural bluegill. I'm a big fan of these ball head finesse jigs. They work really, really well when those fish are a little bit more finicky, and they come out of cover super well too, so. Got a nice weed guard on it, not too stiff, but definitely will keep the hook out of some trouble. Really strong hook. Got a single bait keeper on the back, which I'm not a huge fan of. I usually like them with like a double or maybe like a screw lock, but those are kind of annoying too. Looks like just your average rubber band skirt, but it seems like it's on there pretty good, so I'm not really worried about that falling apart on me. Overall, just a sweet looking little jig. Super natural, super cool looking colors. It's got like a blue craw-ish, and then a little bit of like a, I don't know, just like a brown. But anyway, I'm 100% sure this is gonna get munched. No question about it. Alright y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please do me a favor, go down below and hit that like button. Lets me know that you guys like the videos. On top of that, if you guys do want to see some more videos from me, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button as well down below. I put up a new video every week, so if you guys want to see some more fishing content, that's going to be the way you can do it. If you guys want to check out Bass Baits Monthly, I'll leave them linked down in the description below. I just may as well say this is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid to say this. I just think it's a cool service, and honestly, I needed to make a video, so it worked out. But again, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Check them and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace!